Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to the channel. It's Cynicalex. And we talk about World Boss and World Boss Ultimate a lot in videos. We talk about gameplay, we show off things, we talk about synergies and team-ups and stuff like that. And I've made quite a few different resources and spreadsheets and that kind of stuff to sort of quantify characters and try to list out the best ones for certain content, yada yada yada. We have the meta tier list. We used to have RIP the meta snapshot, and most recently I replaced the meta snapshot with sort of the best characters to get to tier 2/tier 3 for specific content, because I think moving forward, especially with so many characters in the game and how expensive it is to build them all up, and especially the native tier 2s, the crystal characters, etc., and moving into the direction of demanding, that Marvel Future Fight devs make more content for us, more challenging content, it's more important than ever to look at your roster or look at your non-roster, the roster that's grayed out that you haven't unlocked yet, and really try to figure out where the gaps are, where the holes are. Okay, I need this character, I need that character, I might need that one, I'm gonna need this specific team up or this specific synergy. That's really important. So we worked on the best characters to tier 2, tier 3 for content. I'm gonna throw it up right here, bada bing. And I've added to this list. I added to this list as per your requests. I added the tier 2 and tier 3 versions of the characters. So as you can see, for example, Deadpool at tier 2 is not that great for World Boss Ultimate. He can actually be very, very good now with his holiday uniform. So I'm actually just gonna adjust this. He's actually a 4 and a 5. Of course, these all assume the most recent uniform for all of the characters, so just always go into that assuming that. But you can see, for example, here, you have a character like, let's say, Jean Grey. Jean Grey at tier 2, not that good for World Boss. She gets a lot of damage upgrade from her tier 3 skill. Another great example would be Doctor Strange. Why do people tell you to tier 3 Doctor Strange? Because as you can see, he's pretty toilet. He's pretty trash for pretty much every game mode except Shadowland at tier 2. But once you get that bad boy to tier 3, he becomes a wrecking machine. He is probably one of the only characters that jumps from a 2 to a 5 in World Boss at tier 3. Now, on top of doing that, on top of adding all of the current tier 3s to this list, including Crescent and including Apocalypse, so I've added all of the most recent tier 3s, and I will continue to add tier 3s as they are added. Is it going to be Red Skull? Is it going to be Dr. Octopus? Taskmaster? Someone else? Who knows? Anyways, as I continue to do that, I wanted to add some additional information and content for you guys. Now, before we get into that, I just want to start by saying, or I want to remind you guys where you can find this, because I don't see a lot of people using it, but I do see a lot of people asking for it. It's on the Discord. I know it's not as easy to find as the one that you've already bookmarked, but that one is getting kind of overcrowded. I find that sometimes it lags to save changes that I've made because there's so many people on it. There's literally at any one time, there's between 80 and 100 people on that spreadsheet simultaneously. So I worry a little bit. Google servers are pretty big, but it's also a lot of people on the same spreadsheet going back and forth through tabs, whatever. So that's why I wanted to spread some of this stuff out and break some of it up. Just, in the untimely event that something happens to that list, we don't lose absolutely everything. I still have it backed up, but still. So it's on the Discord. It's under helpful links at the very top on the left. It's very, very easy. You can just join the Discord, get the links that you need, and dip, or you can stay. The Discord's amazing, over 7,000 people. It's a little bit of a plug, but it's an amazing place, I gotta say. I get messages almost weekly of people saying, someone helped me. You weren't there, or the mods weren't around, but I asked questions. I asked for help. I asked for help in Silver Surfer GBR. I asked for help with this or that. We were playing Danger Room. People have made friendships. It's actually a really amazing place to be, and I'm really proud to have made it so popping and had so much help from so many amazing people to make it what it is, because it definitely was not something that I was able to do on my own in such a short time. Like, it's been just over a year now. Anyways, so all the stuff that I've added. So if we scroll over to the other side, and that's why I locked this column here. If we scroll over, you're going to see that I added some really important information here, especially with the recent videos that I've been doing. So rather than doing individual videos for the Weapon Hex Striker combo, you can refer to those videos. I did one for Captain America, I did one for Ant-Man, I did one for Human Torch, and I did one for Dr. Voodoo. You can refer to those individual videos if you're not sure what I'm talking about. But the Weapon Hex Striker combo is listed as either yes, meaning you should use it, or no, meaning you should not use it. For the most part, most characters are a yes. Very, very few characters are a no. I think actually Deadpool is the only one that I put as a no thus far, because he yeets the bosses by himself. But then the other really important thing to consider, so this means Weapon Hex, use Weapon Hex as a striker. This means, are you adding other strikers. So this is a really important thing to consider, because you know, in the case of someone like Captain America or someone like Ant-Man, you don't want to bring other strikers. You just want to bring Weapon Hex. But then for someone like Spider-Man 2099, you do want to bring other all defense down strikers, and for someone like Captain America you don't, but then for someone like Quicksilver you do. So that's really important. And then I stated here that the Weapon Hex striker combo improves the World Boss Ultimate rank by 1 or 2 levels. So you can consider that if a character is not using that combo, they might lose their rank by a couple of stages. So take, for example, Ant-Man tier 3. I put him at a 3 for World Boss Ultimate. I think that's pretty fair. He might be like a 4 tops, but if we don't have the Weapon Hex factor, if we take that out, he's going to drop to like a 2 or a 1, because on his own, he really cannot do that much damage. You take someone else, for example, like Captain America. I mean, Captain America's good. He's a 5 for World Boss with Weapon Hex. He can do into the 90s. Sure, absolutely. He can do stage 95. He can probably do stage 99. Shout out to Forgo Nation. Great channel, by the way. Can he do stage 99 without Weapon Hex? Nope, he cannot. So he's definitely going to drop 1 or 2 levels to a 4 or a 3 on this ranking, specifically for World Boss, if he does not use the Weapon Hex combo. So it's very important to take this into consideration, because I don't want people to be misled and think, oh my god, this character is so amazing, I don't need Weapon Hex, I'm free to play, yada yada yada, I'm not going to play Danger Room. Oh, slow down there, Buster. You're absolutely going to need to play Danger Room, or you're going to have to get Weapon Hex somehow if you want these specific results with these specific characters that we've indicated as needing, or, you know, using, taking advantage of that Weapon Hex striker combo. Now I'm going to update this if, you know, for whatever, for what, you know, God forbid, but for whatever reason, Marvel Future Fight gods forbid, if they, you know, mess around with the strikers. Hopefully they don't, but I will update it if they do. But otherwise, this is all up to date as of today. Additionally, my favorite word, I added one more sheet to the bottom. You can't see it because it's hidden by the cut, but I added one more sheet that I think you guys are gonna really like. It's kind of boring. It's not all colorful and shit like this, but it's really helpful. Not only is it helpful, I'm gonna just show it to you while I keep talking. Not only is it helpful, but it's going to do 2 more things on top of being helpful. Number 1, it's going to highlight your ability to clear World Boss Ultimate stages. That's right, I want to put you on. I want to show more love to the community, and I want to highlight your ability to clear certain bosses with certain setups. So if you have proof, you know, screenshots or video proof, it doesn't matter, it's got to be one. It's got to be one or the other, but it doesn't really matter which one. If you have proof that you or a friend or whatever has cleared a specific stage, now of course, you know, clearing stage 20, stage 30, stage 40 is great, but players are generally looking for stages, you know, above 70 or 80, I would say. And so that's sort of what we're looking for. I don't mean to, you know, I'm not trying to, you know, push people away that want to share their results, but I think it's less helpful to say, hey, this character can clear stage 30, when you can say, hey, this character can clear stage 90, especially because I know my cards are very good. I know my raid level is maxed. I'm using CTPs, I'm using Odin's Blessings, and you know, maxed out Uru and stuff like that. So if I can clear this stage, if I can clear 99 with Deadpool and this team up, then maybe you can clear 79 or 89 or 69 giggity with Deadpool. So going and requiring a higher stage as the baseline is important, because then players who aren't as far can still hope for that goal. They can reach for that goal, but they can also scale it down. But if you start low at 30, then a player might look at that and be like, man, Alex can only go to stage 30 with this character. Okay, I'm not even going to try then, because if Alex is only at stage 30, I'm going to be at like stage 1. So I did it for the 5 primary bosses: Proxima, Cull Obsidian, Corvus, Ebony, and Thanos. So it does kind of scroll a lot that way, which is kind of annoying, but it's just what I have so far, and I left the most of it empty because I want to fill it up with your names. You can see that I put IGN. I want to put other people's IGNs here, and I want to get more information, especially if it's different than mine. So please take a look at my lists, and if you have identical lists, then we can maybe save on that information. But if you have different lists, or if you have higher stage lists, then definitely share that with me. On top of doing that, on top of shouting you guys out and putting the community on, and highlighting members of the community who are able to do really high stages, because I think that's important and it's impressive, and we should celebrate each other's victories, it's also a really good baseline for not only future characters to, you know, rate them and grade them against each other, but also changes to World Boss. They've already said in the last patch notes that they are looking to change, to alter, to maybe increase the difficulty of world boss. So this will be a really good baseline to see, well, you know, before I was clearing, you know, let's say I was clearing Cull Obsidian stage 79 with Doctor Strange. Now I'm struggling to clear 79 with this team. We're gonna have to change it up or whatever the situation may be. I'm just hypothetically throwing stuff out there. On top of that, there's one more piece of information that's kind of hidden. I've showed it off already, but next to the stage, or on the tile, on the what do you call it, the cell for the stage, I've left a note. Man, it's late. I left a note saying the 5 strikers that I use. So this is a full piece of guide for specific stages that I've completed. So this was from the video that I did, Captain America through to Deadpool. This was recorded on YouTube. This stuff I haven't recorded for YouTube yet, but this is what I do day to day when I'm pushing Cull Obsidian. This is what I did yesterday or the day before for Corvus, and these were the strikers that I used as well. This is what I've been doing lately for Ebony, pushing stage 89, trying to get to 99 ASAP for you guys. And then, sorry you guys cannot see it at the moment. We have to kind of go, maybe you can't go further than Z. But I've also got Thanos over there as well. I've only got 4 clears for Thanos, stage 49. So probably Thanos is the one that I need the most help on from you guys. But if you go to the list, or if you go to the sheet and you scroll, you'll be able to see it yourself. So don't worry about that. Now, I know that you guys won't be able to post, you won't be able to write these things in, which is why I ask for screenshots and proof so that I will be able to write it in for you. And so that's why I need screenshots or recordings, like a video, so that I can note not only the team and the fact that you actually cleared the stage, but then also the strikers and the actual level of the stage that it's on, which I'll see in the top corner. But you know, that's kind of why I can't just take word of mouth, or I can't open this sheet up and have it editable by, you know, anyone, because then people could put in stuff here that I can't actually verify. So I really hope this will be an amazing tool and sort of a guide that people can come back to and use and check out. And if you ever have that question, like, man, I wonder who Cynicalex is using to clear Corvus, or I wonder who this other YouTuber is using to clear this other world boss, you can come and check this out. In the future, we can add, you know, Scarlet, Apocalypse, Cable, and Quicksilver once there's actually more meaning to clear these world bosses. Maybe they'll add some new materials. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe we'll just want to clear it for the challenge. But anyways, I wanted to do that, and I thought it would be a great addition, and I thought it would also, it's actually, I did it kind of for myself, because it'll help me remember. Sometimes I forget, like, man, who am I clearing? Like, I haven't played Ebony in so long, I haven't played Corvus in so long. Who do I actually use? Deadpool, and who else? Who are the other 4 clears? So yeah, that's the video. Hopefully all this information is helpful to you guys. If you have high-level clears, like, I want to say like 70, 80 plus is probably really, really nice. Hit me up with some video, or hit me up with some screenshots, and I will be glad to post these. And I will also look into adding some additional comments with the build. So I will, you know, probably make a note here with a comment and say something like CTP of energy. And then you will know that that was cleared with a Sabertooth that has a CTP of energy. And then versus that, we'll say, you know, CTP of rage. And so I know some people out there, for example, stage 99, Ebony Maw with a Thor tier 3 with a CTP of energy. Did you think it was possible? No? Well, I think someone out there in the world of Marvel Future Fight is about to blow your mind. All those Thor fans out there, get ready. So anyways, let me know what you think of the video. Let me know what you think of the spreadsheets and stuff. Join the Discord. It's popping. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Take care.